They didn't they actually have they teamed up, I don't want to use that word, but they did work a little bit with the Italian Mafia, which is what everyone is, very aware of because of The Sopranos, The Godfather, all those movies and everything. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, what basically happens, I don't know if you know, in the mid-'80s, the pizza connection failed by the mayor, Rudy Giuliani. And what happened, it gave access to this group to come in and start basically to keep moving the heroin business, the cocaine business, the laundering business. And when they came here, they basically start taking over, not the place of the Italian, but they had more opportunity. Because if you say about the Israeli mafia, nobody will believe you. And he was a very violent character like Gianni Attias, who played a major part in the Italian mafia. In 1985 was a guy called Michael Markovich, was a Romanian Jew who invented in New Jersey the gas camp. So the gas camp means that every time you fill a gas, they took 25 cents, out of $1. So you can calculate that. Before that, let me go before that, the Israeli mafia did the biggest gold heist in history of New York City, which is scammed by the Israeli to the insurance purposes. And what happened is what they didn't know, how everything started with the Italian, they work in the territory of the Italian mafia. So the Italian want to find out who did it, and basically they want to do a sit-down. Gianni Attias is a very violent character who came from Israel, who was also one of the leader in the Israeli mafia.
He was the muscle, correct?
He was the muscles. He was the boss muscle. He was a mad dog boss. You know, in every mafia you have a mad dog, the muscle, the guy who goes spank you around and like to tell you don't do that. He was a very unique boss. He was a boss who basically, he usually, what happened with Johnny, he didn't talk to you, you know. He will beat you up and then he will talk to you. That's how unique this kind of a boss. So what happened after the gold heist, they go into a sit-down. They go into a sit-down. You got the Gambino family, you got the Casey family, you got all the family like what we hearing about it. And what I hear about from Eitan, who was at the meeting, was at the sit-down, basically they wanna, they wanna talk about the gold heist. You came to my territory, we want piece of it. They didn't have a problem, they talk about territory, they talk about like money issues and all that stuff. Seems like they're all like, straight things down. What happened in the meeting, the Italian didn't care about the gold heist. They care about the gas camp. Now, when they saw Johnny, they saw a potential of a mad dog to take care of a problem. So the Italian contract Gianni Attias to kill Michael Markovich. Now, you have to understand, the Italian didn't want to dirty their hands by killing an informant of the FBI because they knew the FBI want to be on top of them. By contract Johnny, they pay him $25,000 and they promise him to take the gasoline scheme. 2 days later, Michael Markovich go play card with Joe Reich, Alice Mizrahi, some member of the Israeli mafia. It was happening up in Brooklyn. He's getting out, he had a couple of drinks. He's getting into his Rolls Royce. All of a sudden, Johnny come from each side. Boom, boom, boom. 3 bullets. The guy is dead. Ambulance came. He started mumbling, maybe the names who killed him. The moment Markovich died and the informant had gone, the Italian mafia was cooperating with the Israeli mafia by sharing the profit of the gasoline scheme. I'm talking about $55 million a month. Right. With this money, the Israeli mafia has more fuel injection to grow up and become one of the fastest, strongest Israeli mafia ever was in the history of New York.
This is absolutely fascinating. I could sit here and talk with you forever about this, but I did see the movie Last Man Standing. Incredible. Be on the lookout for this guy, Emilio Roso, actor, director, producer. I'm your host, Chris Dunn. You're watching Finding Wisdom. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Emilio.
Chris, thank you so much. Hope to see you again.
Absolutely.
Take care, Chris.